It can easily be said that math today would contrast greatly without Isaac Newton, as he played such an influential role on calculus, gravity, the laws of motion, and many more. Without the knowledge of these concepts we take for granted, we would be unable to understand our complex universe or have the proper tools to further pave our way to new discoveries. Sir Isaac Newton was born on January 4th, 1643, in a town by the name of Lincolnshire, England. 2 months before being born, his father, Isaac Newton, passed away. It wasn't until 3 years later, though, that his mother, Hannah Ascott Newton, finally remarried. His love for science and math was apparent at a young age, as he stayed at a pharmacist's house while attending school and was interested in his chemical library and laboratory. On March 31st, 1727, the world lost one of the most influential scientists. His work and discoveries have managed to outlive him, as they continue to benefit and hold true centuries later. Isaac Newton attended both Cambridge and Trinity University. While there, he studied theology, astronomy, natural philosophy, and alchemy. The interesting detail about this successful and brilliant young man was his mother's low expectations for him, as she someday hoped he would become a farmer. For instance, she later pulled him out of King's School in Graham, England to pursue farming, but later returned back to education as he found this labor monotonous. Though Isaac and his mother did not think the same when concerning his future, her death took a major toll on this young scientist, as he went into intellectual seclusion, consisting of very little communication for 6 years. Newton is most known for being associated with math. However, he owned more books on history than math. Sir Isaac Newton's numerous contributions to mathematics all greatly varied, as he invented both tools and explanations for our complex world. For instance, he built upon his already known knowledge of the telescope, which used lenses, and instead created a more simple reflecting telescope that brought the light to focus. Newton also discovered and quantified gravitation, as he is most well known for discovering gravity while being hit upon the head by an apple. He contributed greatly to math through pioneering a revolutionary new approach to mathematics, infinitesimal calculus. Another well-known contribution is Newton's 3 laws of motion, and which is still held true to this day. Newton's first law, which is often referred to as the law of inertia, states that an object at rest will remain at rest. An object in motion will remain in motion unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. The second law of motion gives us the formula F equals ma. Force equals mass times acceleration, which means that the greater the mass of an object is, the greater the amount of force will be needed to accelerate the object. Lastly, the third law signifies that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. His many discoveries and contributions not only affected the math world, but also affected society, as he laid down the foundation and building blocks towards a better understanding society. Isaac's discovery of gravity formed the basis for modern physics. Till this day, his century-old theories still hold true and remain to further our understanding of the universe. Whether it was intended or not, his new findings gave future scientists the proper tools to learn how to enter space. It was contributions such as these that gifted society with the knowledge of the universe functions and why it acts the way it acts. Through Isaac Newton's career, he underwent 2 nervous breakdowns. Back in 1693, these conditions would have been called a psychological problem. After Newton spent 5 nights without sleeping, his accusations went as far as claiming that his 2 friends, Locke and Pepys, were conspiring against him. Later, after he came back to reality, he confessed, "When one told me you were sickly, I answered 'twere better if you were dead." For this project on our particular mathematician, we conducted our research through the internet. As a team, we have learned that Isaac Newton has not only made a big impact in science, but a big impact in the world then and now. Isaac Newton was a man who affected the world vastly through his intellectually challenging ideas. Our responsibilities were divided evenly among the group, as we all demonstrated an equal amount of hard work. For instance, Kayla researched and provided helpful insight on the topics such as the telescope. Sydney typed and reviewed the history research paper. Allison found the key points focused on in this research paper. Finally, Elise wrote down the research and put together the video. Also, all the members each wrote down their own reflection paper concerning this project. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass, I can slow down. I guess an object in motion cannot and will not slow down. I wanna know why this happens, and now I know why. Newton's first law describes why objects in motion will stay in motion. 'Cause you know I walked 1,000 miles unless something stops me tonight. One day I was walking along, and it was harder than days before. The bag was loaded with books, so many books, I couldn't go on, it was so heavy. I wanna know why this happens, and now I know why. Newton's second law describes why force equals mass times acceleration. 'Cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles faster if I had more force tonight. I'm not gonna let this go, 'cause I know the 3 laws. I'm not gonna let this go. I know. Making my way downtown, I get hit with a ball and I fall down. Why did I fall? Why did I fall? The ball knocked me to the ground. I wanna know why this happens, and now I know why. Newton's third law describes why inaction will have a reaction. 'Cause you know if that ball hits me, I will fall down. Newton's 3 laws describe why things in motion do what they do. 'Cause you know I wouldn't walk 1,000 miles without these 3 laws. These 3 laws tonight.